we went out in Košice last night, and we slept here. I slept very well, but there was 3 of us, so one person slept in the front seat. But look at where we are. This is crazy.
I remember waking up that morning and truly appreciating how far I'd gone. I was just 40 miles from the border with Ukraine, but over 1,000 miles from home, in a city unlike any other I'd been to before. This was the kind of adventure I'd been searching for on this trip, and now we were headed to Budapest, a former capital of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, and I couldn't wait.
Right, so we're now in Budapest. We found parking. Apparently street parking in Budapest is free, which is like insane compared to the Netherlands, which can be like €4 for 30 minutes or something. So that's pretty good. Now tonight we treated ourselves to an Airbnb, so not sleeping in the car, so we're gonna go check into that.
So we checked into the hotel, my friend caught up on some much needed sleep, and then we headed out to see Budapest at night.
So I'm in Budapest now, which is a crazy city. It's, you know, you get the sense, I feel like Vienna, that it's just like really, you know, the center of an empire. The buildings, just the amount of sort of stone that's in them is just insane. And this is Buda Castle, because I didn't know this, but on one side of the Danube the city was Buda, and on the other side it was Pest, and there were sort of 2 different cities, and then they became Budapest.
The next morning we got up and went to explore Budapest and see its incredible buildings in the daylight.
So during the Second World War, as you see, the whole thing was like destroyed. I don't know how they even rebuilt it all, but look, they're also building like a whole new bunch of stuff. I don't know what it is even.
Play this, please. Oh man, this
that's fine. So David's just gone back on the train, and now it's time for me to start going west. Tonight I'm going to try and get to Austria somewhere. I think I've got quite a big drive now. But yeah, we had a really good 5 days. We did so much. We did first night out in Bratislava. That was great, just also going on the city. Then we drove to Lucenec, which is David's town, and it's like a bit of a hole, but that's kind of the culture of it. Like that's why it was good. And then from there we drove to Košice, then Košice to Budapest. And so I feel like we really did a whole lot. And then today we were at this like really pretty town. I forgot to bring the camera, but I got some on the phone. So overall, Slovakia, like, it's such a cool, interesting country. Like, really, Bratislava, the town which we went to today, are like super nice, super quiet, not too many people, and yeah, it's cheap as well.
Later that same evening,
I've been driving for about 4.5 hours now, and if we have a look at the map here, it's all snow. So I'm pretty high up now, and already it's only 9:30 and the temperature's dropped to 2 degrees. I think it's going to be pretty cold. I have arrived. I have no idea how well you're going to be able to see me or anything, but behind me is some pretty impressive mountains, which I'm hoping I'm going to be able to hike up tomorrow. Alright, so I'm inside now. It's obviously nice and warm in here, and I've had the fan going because the engine's still warm, which is one of my tricks. When I get somewhere, I keep that blowing, just get the car really hot before I sleep. I'm going to cook some pasta from the inside of the car out of the wind, which is nice. because what's happening is the wind's basically blowing straight into the car from the boot, so it's kind of cold standing out there. I slept super good. It did get pretty cold, but this morning I had the heater on and it was like 20 degrees in there, and I had the electric blanket. It was actually perfect. Now I'm going to go up on a hike, and this is going to be my biggest hike so far. I think I'm going up to 2,000 meters. This is absolutely ridiculous. I'm at the top of a mountain and there's no wind at all. There are no clouds anywhere. This is nuts. Right, I'm gonna keep going that way. I think the end goal is that big one up there. So up here there are some more interesting tracks. I'm wondering whether these could be wolf, because there's no human footsteps to go with it if it was a dog. So whatever it is, it's on its own. But I mean, it's definitely sort of the right size, but I think normally you'd see the claws at the front because they're not like cats which can take them back, but that would be cool to see a wolf. That'd be really cool. My selfie stick out just in case. I reckon I could do some damage. I just saw like a deer or something right on the edge there, but I didn't get the camera out in time. Hopefully I'll see it when I get up to the top. I'm trying to find this deer. No idea where it would have gone. Right, there we go. I'm at the top of, well, one part of it. It does annoy me that there are higher mountains over there, but I've got to start getting back before it gets dark, before I'm going to eat these Slovakian like chocolate wafer things. They're so good.
Standing alone at the top of the mountain gave me time to reflect just how much I was enjoying this trip, and while I was sad to leave Slovakia and go back to familiar places, I was still looking forward to getting to Italy, which is one of my favourite countries. However, I did not know what would happen next, which would put the whole trip in jeopardy. I did eventually find the deer, which turned out to be a chamois.
Okay, so I'm down from the hike, and now I've been planning what I'm going to do next, because I really have no idea, and I still have not much of a clue. I could go to Munich, I could go to Slovenia, I could go to another place in Austria, and I also checked what food I have, and I have basically nothing, so I'm going to treat myself to a dinner tonight. I'm going to go get my favourite Austrian thing, and then there I'll decide what to do. This evening's not going well so far. The first place I went to said it was open on Google, but it was closed. Anyways, now I'm at quite a big town, but on the way here I got a speeding ticket, which sucks. Right, so I've arrived at my next spot. I'm not going to show you now because I'm going to save it till tomorrow when you can actually see it in the sunlight, but it's pretty insane where I am. It's really, really nice. I can pretty much see everything because the moon is so bright. But yeah, you'll see that in the morning tomorrow. Now on the agenda is cooking this Käse Spätzle. This is my favourite Austrian dish, and it's what I was trying to find at the restaurants, but every single one was closed, so I somehow found this in the supermarket. I bought 3 of them, so I sort of really hope they're good. They don't look that good on the outside, but we will see. Doesn't look very good. I'll be honest, it's not scoring high on appearance, but it may make up for that in taste. Well, it could be worse, I guess. But it's not great. So this is what I was saving for this morning, because last night you couldn't really see anything. This morning even it was all fog, but now the sun's out. Isn't that insane? I think I'm going to go swimming, actually, to be fair, because that is kind of my shower. I've had breakfast, I've done everything. I did some editing this morning and responding to the coffee supporters. Thank you guys. And now I'm going to film sort of a review of my power station. Right, so I've now filmed the integration for the Bluetti. You guys would have seen it already, I hope that it was good. And I've got the solar up here. It's actually working so well. And it's so hot that I'm actually going to go swimming. I'm going to swim to that red one and back, and then that's it. Woo! Oh god, I feel like such a social media influencer right now. This is what they all do. They all jump in cold water and like do all those shots, but whatever.
Now I was driving to Munich, where I met up with a friend, saw the beautiful buildings, and here I am making some supper in the car.
Yes, that was a really nice time in Munich, seeing the city. It's really a very, very pretty city, much prettier than any other German city I've been to so far. And then, yeah, I just went out to the pub, I met someone from Australia, someone from Latvia, so that was pretty fun. And now I'm going to make some dinner, which I think is going to be the same Käse Spätzle as yesterday.
I then spent the next day in Munich editing videos before driving to my friend's graduation party in the west of Austria.
Alright, I wasn't planning on filming this. That's what every influencer says. But yesterday I crashed my car. I went into the back of someone. I'm still not really understanding how it happened. But basically I came out of a tunnel and the GPS on my maps was all messed up. And so I just pressed exit navigation and I started it again and I looked up. And there was a car which somehow I just didn't see in my peripheral vision. I think because it was red and its brake lights were red or something. I don't know how it happens. And anyways, here's the car. I've been to 2 garages. Both of them have said the same thing, which is that it's done. When it happened, I thought it would be okay because it looks like it's only, the bonnet, the side panels on both sides, but he explained that the whole thing is gone inward this way. So, one guy just said £6,000, so the car's done. I'm currently in Munich and I'm just trying to do things to sort of
get it all working, get myself sorted. So I'm packing up bags and things. I did buy a bus ticket to my friends, but that's when I thought I could leave the car to get it repaired. I don't know how I'm going to get all of this back to the UK. Anyways, oh yeah, incredible how it just all ends in 1 second. But yeah. So I'll sort this out. I'll probably still go to my friends just so then I have somewhere to be and I can figure things out, and then I'll get a train back to the UK.
Thanks for watching this week's episode. Sorry to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger, but I will give you one spoiler. This is not the end of the trip. If you enjoyed the video, then please do like and subscribe, and a big thank you to my Coffee and PayPal supporters.